Hello everyone, it's Hot Bite Mike back with another video. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are playing Chivalry Remastered, which is a medieval mod for Total War Rome Remastered. I'm playing as the Danes, or the Vikings, and the objective for this campaign is to take a fleet west and conquer the British Isles like true Vikings. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up the economy, a fleet and a decent army, and then head over to the British Isles as soon as we can. So I'm just going to cut to the point at which we are ready to go. We are now finally ready to set sail for the British Isles. We've got a fleet of boats here with 14 units aboard. So without further ado, let's get going.
Yes, Captain. Yes, Captain. Yes, Captain. Yes, Captain.
Okay, so we're now finally ready to land. Like true Vikings, we're going to first land in the northeast of England. I do want to head down to London fairly quickly because it's the only settlement which is bigger than a town, so we'll need to take this to be able to recruit decent units, but yeah, we're going to land in the northeast for now, next to York. So York has a garrison of 6 units, so I'm not going to take everything. I'm just going to take 2 generals and 6 units of axemen.
Forward! Destroy! Besieging settlement.
So this should just have the rough stone wall, so we just need the rams there.
Besieging settlement.
And the rest of the force I'll just take down, go slightly.
Aye, aye, Captain. Yes, orders. Move.
And there's another settlement here at Nottingham. So next time we will be able to attack York, and we will be able to lay siege to Nottingham. I'm just going to send the boat back to Scandinavia to recruit some more units, because once we take these settlements, we'll not be able to recruit decent units for quite a while. So it's important that we get reinforcements. First things first, let's send the boat back. Lots of movement here. Just going to invest some money in the economy as well. And I'm going to start recruiting some Vikings as well, Viking warriors. So let's attack York. We've got 2 generals and a bunch of Viking Huskarls and warriors. Balance supply is looking favoured, so we're about 300 to 270, so let's jump in for this one.
The day has dawned.
Okay, let's get going here. So, interesting kind of layout here. We've got 2 gates and the main castle in the middle there. So I'm just going to get the guys into formation. I think because they do have quite a lot of forces, I want to take advantage of the fact that we have 2 rams, and I'll try and break down both gates.
Quickly, infantry. Units, run! Infantry, Harry, move.
Okay, let's start the battle then. I'm going to send in this ram here and the other one, the other gate there.
Move to the gate. Units, double time. Infantry.
Okay, I'm just going to fast forward until we are able to get to the gate.
Units, run!
You can see the unit detail here. Very nice looking units. Love the helmets. And here's the general units. Excellent detail on these. You can see the Danish crest there. Okay, so we're in on the first side. So I'm going to take the Vikings here and run in against the Norman men-at-arms. I think these units are actually quite good. But let's see the Vikings run in here. As first blood is drawn. So I don't really want to send in the cav against these spear units, they're quite good. We're breaking down, we're getting the other side. Still a bit to go on that one. So they've also set in some levy watchmen, which are just kind of basic units. We shouldn't have too much trouble with them, but these Norman men-at-arms might take a bit of fighting to go down. We're going to fast forward this bit. We have lost a fair few units. Hopefully we can get through this side and then flank them from behind. So yeah, it's usually 4% per hit. Okay, that's it. So I'll send in the warriors on this side. And they just have archers here to meet us, so that shouldn't be an issue.
Our warriors have driven the enemy from his own walls. The way to victory is open!
Okay, how are we doing over here? So one unit's down to 38, which isn't great, but I'm guessing it's the one that's fighting these spearmen. We should be able to defeat these archers fairly quickly, I would have thought. Wavering. There in the square, household knights, which is their general unit, and more archers. Yeah, that's them routed, so we need to get over to help my units over here. I'm just going to send one of the units around here. And I'll send the other two into the square. And they're sending the general in here. In the square, the enemy units won't rout, they fight to the death, so it'll probably take us a while to get through them.
Hurry! Hurry! Move! Move!
As they send in the levy watchmen.
Quickly! Slay them! Infantry! Quickly! Run!
Okay, so over here, down to 20 men in each unit.
Infantry!
No, and I think some of them are, yeah, some of them are routed. That's not good.
Slay them!
We're sending the generals now.
Units attack! Orders completed.
And we are beginning to take the square now.
Attack!
I think their general's in hit. There he is. Alright, with the shield. Love the character model. And the crest you can see as well.
General, units!
So you should go down soon. And we're just finishing off these Normans.
Units!
He is holding firm, this general. He's not going easily. Yeah, just fast forward this bit.
You have killed the enemy general.
He's finally gone down, so that's the end of the battle. We'll just finish off there. So actually, unfortunately, we lost quite a lot of troops there, but
Like this go only to the best.
yeah. Yep, that is the first settlement captured by the Vikings. Hopefully, the first of many.
Settlement captured.
And we're just going to exterminate here due to the unrest and the fact that we can't really recruit units quickly to bring up a garrison, or that many units because of the financial restrictions. So public order is at 70%, which is just above the threshold for writing, so we can recruit these levy infantry. Well, we should be able to, unless it's been... How do we get the levy infantry? We need land ownership, so let's build that. Then we can get the levy infantry, which are... They take 0 turns to recruit. They're specifically designed to be a garrison.
Yes.
So with this force we can head towards Nottingham. And this only has 4 units, so this should be fairly straightforward to take as well. Okay, so now we can attack Nottingham. I think the first thing I want to do is just get the boats back here and make sure I'm recruiting some of these Vikings to bring over, because we are definitely going to need the reinforcements. I just want to work out what's the best thing to recruit here. So we've got Viking Axemen and Viking Warriors. The Axemen have morale of 9, defense of 14. Oh no, sorry, the Viking Axemen have a morale of 9, total defense of 11, and melee attack of 2. So the Viking Warriors are better just because they have better defense, but the morale is about the same. So I'll just get the Viking Warriors. Bring about 5 or 6 units over on the boat once they have been recruited, and we can attack Nottingham. So 269 troops to 205, let's jump in here.
Day has dawned. This will be bloody.
Okay, so similar layout to before. Should be a bit easier this time.
Units, infantry. Units, group. Move.
Just gonna get the ram into position there. Bring up our forces behind and fast forward. I'm not sure what they've got here. They've got archers, levy infantry, and household knights. Spear militia. Okay, so none of the Norman men-at-arms that plagued us in the last battle.
Our warriors have reached the enemy gate with the ram.
Love the detail on the buildings here.
The gate is broken.
Right, so we're in the settlement now, and we can run in with our forces here.
Units, charge!
And they just send their general straight in there. The household knights. So I'm going to get my general close behind to be able to rally the troops. Yeah, they've just piled in all their forces. Let's just fast forward here.
Units, stand your ground!
I mean, our troops are proper military units. bred for war, whereas
Our
their
warriors have
units
driven the
are
enemy from his own
sort of designed to be a
walls. The
garrison,
way
they're not
to
strong.
victory is
That's their
open.
general gun.
The warlord of the enemy army is running like a startled goat. Hunt him. Goats make good eating. You have killed the enemy general. Now his men show fear.
Okay, that's the end of the battle, so need a quick work of Nottingham. Okay, so that is the second settlement taken by the Vikings, being Nottingham.
Settlement captured.
Going to exterminate as well, just to try and sort of avoid those problems of public order. So to the south there are, I think it's there's 4 settlements. So there's London here, Canterbury, Winchester and Worcester here. And there's also 2 settlements in Wales. So in York, we're still got 2 towns on the land ownership, which will allow us to recruit those garrison units. And we actually can recruit axe-bearer mercenaries. So these are actually decent troops. We've got 8 morale. Okay, so I think the next target will be Worcester, given how little of the garrison it has. And I'm gonna... Okay, so these are the levy infantrymen that I was talking about. So they've got a 0 recruitment, 0 turns to recruit, which means you can get them pretty quickly. You can get about 3 units of them. And that means I can just send out the force straight away to Worcester. Let's go there. And get a couple of rams.
Besieging settlement.
And we'll pass turn there.
Let us try words and
Ceasefire
not
with England?
war
I
for
think
a change.
not.
Good day to you.
I mean, I could have taken the ceasefire. I could have taken the money and accepted the ceasefire, but it would mean that I would have to... I think it would have forced me off the siege of Worcester, so I would have lost a turn. Another general. That's good. I don't think he spawned on the British Isles, unfortunately. So, England have sent a force to Nottingham. I think what I'm going to do is take Worcester first, and then bring forces down from York. Okay, let's jump into this battle. Just the 3 units to deal with. Okay, so it's the usual layout as before, and we have a ramp, so I'm just going to start straight away here. Get the ram up to the gate and get the rest of our forces into position.
Make haste.
So what have we got here? We've got household knights, spear militia, and levy infantry. So again, it's just the kind of standard garrison units. They're not not anything special. There's the character model for the English general, which you kind of see.
Units.
Right, that is the gate down, so now we can run in on the spear militia. Just get the general in behind to use the horn, rally those troops. Let's see if I can pull these out. No, that's a bad idea. So, yeah, we might lose 1 unit here. I'm just actually just going to send the general in just to get him involved. They don't have any good spear units, so nothing to worry about.
Our warriors have driven the enemy from his own walls. The way to victory is open! The warlord of the enemy
That's their
army
general
is
dead.
running like a startled goat. Hunt him. Goats make good eating. You have killed the enemy general. Now his men show fear. Now they may turn.
Yeah, should be able to wrap this one up fairly quickly.
Attack!
Just with the garrison units. I really aren't going down with that fight. That's the end of the battle, so another one taken for the Vikings. Okay, so Worcester conquered for the Vikings and will exterminate, and now we need to deal with this English force outside of Nottingham. So York is not looking too bad for public order once we turn the taxes down.
Orders? Yes.
Fortunately, I can't get there with... So what I'm going to have to do is basically attack with the generals.
Move.
I'll take the generals from Worcester and from
Lord General.
York, and then go and attack them at Nottingham.
Destroy.
Oh, and we've been ambushed. So I can't run away from this, I have to fight it. Right, let's see what we can do. So the good news is that we have 2 units of cavalry and they are mostly all archers. Yeah, there's 3 units of archers here, so I'm just going to run straight in there.
Units charge.
Actually, if I get that general, that'll be probably the best thing to do.
The enemy warlord shows his worth.
Yeah, that's their general dead.
Any of our warriors would die rather than run. The enemy warlord is dead, slain by your brave warrior.
And now I need to go for these archers on the end, so...
Units charge! Units charge! Units make haste! Units advance! Units double! Units charge!
Yeah, so now let's try and get into the open. That would help with Cav. I'm just going to let the guys rest for a bit because they are probably exhausted. So there's two units of archers left on the end, so I want to try and get them first.
Units!
Still winded. And they're all fresh.
Units charge! Units double time! Units
I'm just going to have to run through them here before the heavy infantrymen can get involved. And I don't want to get involved in a fight with them.
Units double time! Units make haste!
Yeah, these Norman men-at-arms are a problem.
Units attack!
Given that I've already dealt with their general, I would hope that we can deal with them.
Units run! Units run! Units double time! Units double time!
Yeah, again my cav will be exhausted here.
Units charge! Units attack!
Gonna go for the heavy infantrymen here. Try and isolate the Norman spearmen.
double time!
Yeah. So they are warmed up.
Units, make haste!
And they're fresh, so they're obviously walking.
General,
I'm going to send one unit round the back and attack from the front. I'm not sure how I'm going to beat these spearmen, but it's worth a try.
move, move,
Well, we have to try because it's an ambush.
move, move! Units, orders complete. Units,
Okay,
units,
let's go.
charge!
So we took out some with the charge and then some more with the second charge. I need them to waver and break to be able to win this. Broken. Okay. Good. That's pretty much it then.
Units, orders completed.
And let's just
Run!
go for these
Units,
archers.
attack! This is
The end of the
no
battle.
longer
So I'll just continue here
this
just
is a
to
hunt. No,
take out the rest of their forces.
coward chase.
The key there was going after their general first, and that's them crushed. So we lost 3 men, took out about 400.
Fear us.
That's that force dealt with. Now we just have sieging army to deal with.
Yes.
We can still get down.
Destroy, Lord. General, attack.
And we have the two reinforcement armies here. So like with the last battle, they do have a lot of archers. And the Norman cav. So let's jump in.
The sun has risen. Many
Right, so out in the open here, which is good for the cavalry units.
Reinforcements have arrived, eager for the taste of enemy blood. Units,
Yeah, it's the generals that I need.
units, make haste. Units,
Should be able to
units, double time. General,
deal most of the damage with the cavalry. These levy units, they're not really designed for this kind of fighting. They're just basically just supposed to be garrison units.
units, units, double time.
Got here Norman cav, bunch of archers, and the Norman men-at-arms.
Units, units, double time. Units,
I might just form a line here just so that I can at least flank with the cavalry
units,
instead of having to do kind of weird maneuvers.
units, double time. Units, units, make haste. Units, units, run.
Yeah,
Units,
that's us ready to go.
units, run. Units, double time. We're under attack.
They're not exhausted, which is good.
Attack.
I'm not expecting these units to last long, so I'm going to have to come with the cav pretty quickly here.
Units, units, make haste. Units, 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 double time.
Now he's just going straight in with the general.
Units, make haste. Units, units, charge. Units, units, charge. Units, charge. The enemy warlord flees from our warriors. Attack and drive them back in the same way. The enemy warlord lies
Is the
dead.
general
Now
dead?
he can drink with his ancestors and watch his warriors flee. Attack, general. them! General! General! Attack! Infantry! General!
I think that's it pretty much done.
Kill them!
Hopefully we can get some of these
The enemy
routing
flee
units.
from the field like frightened goats.
Don't know if we'll be able to catch those Norman cav. They look pretty quick.
Ready. General. Butcher them. Waiting for orders. Kill them. Ready.
Right, that's the end of the battle, so unfortunately some of them got away, but not too bad.
Victory! Lord, prepare to ambush.
Yeah.
Yes. Move. Orders.
So Nottingham is rioting apparently. Oh, that's because we moved stuff out last time. Okay, so the next stop to go is either London or Winchester. You have quite a bit of money to spend as well. I'll just get some more units to bring over. And I'll invest in the economy here as well.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we'll... That's done there. I just need to get some levy infantry here. Okay, that's good. Prepare first, and then let's start moving our forces here.
General. Yes. Orders. Yes, General.
I'm gonna move down towards Winchester, I think.
Forward. Prepare to ambush. Forward. Binding troops. General! General! Yes! 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 General! General! Move!
Just want to check what public order looks like when I take them out there. Still 77%, okay. That's fine.
Orders! Move! General! March! Move out!
Wary of being ambushed again, but seems to be okay. Most places are close to rioting here.
General!
I can't move any more units out of Nottingham. Oh, it's because stuff used to be repaired. Okay, I'll pass turn that.
Yes!
Okay, so next stop is Winchester. Once I have
Yes! Move out!
found it.
March! Prepare to ambush in place. March!
And there is a vassal John just outside the city.
Yes!
Okay, so I'm gonna lay siege with the generals first and then
Besieging settlement.
reinforce them with some
Besieging
units
settlement.
from
General,
Worcester.
General. Yes! March!
Need to get some more levy pikemen, oh sorry, levy infantry here, just to sort out the public order. And I think our fleet should be ready to come over from... Yeah, so I'll just... maybe in the next couple of turns it'll be... Okay.
Prepare to ambush.
Things can only get better between us.
England wants ceasefire, so I'm not going to accept that. I could take the gold, but then I would lose a turn
Very well,
because
then.
I already have their settlement under siege.
Ambush in place.
Right.
Chief. General. Yes. Forward.
So now I have a pretty big force going to Winchester, and I did recruit a lot of levy infantry at York so that I could move it to the other settlements.
Move. Orders. Move out.
How are we doing for units over here? So 5 units are ready. I think 5 units is fine, so I'm just going to start bringing them across now. Hopefully they'll land by the time we are ready to go for Scotland. Okay, so let's assault Winchester then. So the balance of power is about even. Have I got all the forces that I need to... Yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah, let's just fight this.
Our foes await.
Okay, so... just have the one ramp.
The feeble enemy have more men. Ha! These are more heads for our warriors to collect in triumph.
Need to try and lose as few troops as possible on this one. What we got here? Household knights, archers, spear militia, and some forces from over here. So I'm just going to get the generals in position to deal with the reinforcements, seeing as they're not really that useful when going for the city.
Units, make haste.
So we have archers, levy watchmen. Okay, nothing much I'm afraid of there, so I'm just going to head straight for the archers.
Units, charge. The warlord
Yeah, some
of the
routed
enemy
already.
army is running like a startled goat. Hunt him. Goats make good eating. Units, charge.
So until the spearmen get there, I'm not really worried.
Units, charge. Units, attack. Our warriors have
they actually got
driven
into the
enemy
city
from his own walls. The way
from
to
the other
victory is
side there.
open. The gate is broken. Your warriors have done brave work with the battering ram.
Let's just head into the square here. Then we'll get them from both sides.
Units, charge. Slaughter them.
And here's the general here, the household knights, so
Units,
I'll just go straight for them.
charge.
So they're gonna try and flank us, but it's fine.
Units, charge.
I'm trying to see if I can take a unit out here to
Infantry.
help in the battle in the square, just so that we don't lose our general.
Move. Hurry. Move. Slaughter them.
Okay, so now I've got them surrounded in the square.
The warlord of the enemy army is running like a startled goat. Hunt him! Goats make good eating!
Okay, so now we're in the
You
square,
have killed the enemy general.
and
Now his
the
men show
countdown
fear.
start, I think.
Now they may turn and run. Attack! Attack!
Unless we're okay, we're still waiting.
Units, double time! Units, double time! Units, charge! Infantry!
So if I stop them getting in the city, then they actually won't be able to take the square.
The enemy flee from the field like frightened goats. Hunt them down and slay them all!
Yeah, okay, we're starting to take the
Units, run!
the city now, or the settlement, because we've got the square. So we need to kill that guy before he gets into the square, but it looks like we're not going to.
Units! Units, attack! Units, run! Units, make haste! You have killed the enemy general. Now his men show fear. Now they may turn and run. Attack! Attack! Units, attack! Units, charge!
Okay, so we are taking the square again.
Move, move!
I think we'll be able to basically time them out of this one.
Hurry!
Yep, that's the end of the battle, so it's another assessment taken. We lost about 10 troops there. Okay, that's another assessment down. Winchester. And we shall exterminate. Nothing needs repairing, so I'm just going to start recruiting the levy infantrymen if we can get them. Yep, so we get 3 units of those. Turn the taxes down so it doesn't riot.
Orders, General.
And then in the next turn we should be able to head to either Canterbury or London.
Aye, Captain.
Yep, that's past turn there. So we do still need to deal with this force just outside of
Orders.
Winchester.
Kill them. Fear us.
It's then retreated. I was going to recruit some more levy infantrymen.
Yes. Orders. Attack.
Let's just deal with this force once and for all.
This, brave warriors, is a good time for a prayer to the gods. Better than that, it's a good time to sharpen your swords.
Await my orders.
Yeah, this should be a straightforward battle. We have 4 generals. We know how powerful the cav are.
Units. Units, run. Units. Units, attack. Units, mark. Units. Units.
Get the cav into position.
Units, run. Units, run.
Okay, they're sending out their archers to get some missile fire down.
Units, units, charge. Units, units.
Hopefully we can break them before
Units,
the Norman men-at-arms can get a chance to get there.
units, double top.
Which we can.
Units, run. Units, units, attack. Units, charge.
We got here archers and levy watchmen.
The warlord of the enemy army is running like a startled goat. Hunt him. Goats make good eating.
Okay, so we just got these Norman men-at-arms to deal with, and I'll be able to flank them with the infantry.
Units, double time! Units! Units!
Okay, now we've got them surrounded.
General! General! Attack! Quickly! General! Attack!
Just use the cab to chase off the last remaining units.
Quickly! Slaughter them!
And that's the end of the battle, so I'll continue just to get their last units, but yeah, I'll fast forward this bit.
Ready!
Okay, that's the end of the battle, so lost about 6 troops. And that force is now dealt with.
Forward! Ready to
So we're going to
march!
ambush mode, ready to go for London. London is not well defended.
General!
Okay, how are our forces getting on here? They're nearly ready to come over, so I will pass turn.
Ambush in place.
Right, so now let's go for London. So I can't see their force anymore that they had here.
Attack! Besieging settlement.
Okay, we didn't get ambushed, so it must be lurking somewhere else.
Besieging settlement. General! General!
I do have a lot of heavy infantrymen in the Midlands, so I should be able to hold them. I can actually bump up the taxes here in Nottingham.
Orders?
Okay, let's pass turn. Ah, he was there. Okay, so he was ready to assault Winchester.
Aye, Captain! Aye, aye, Captain!
Okay, so let's go for London. So they have 4 units in here, including William of Normandy, which is their faction leader.
Tonight we feast! Tonight, await
This is what London looks like. It's a lot more built up than the other settlements we've seen. Got a real kind of castle feel to it. Okay, so let's get sieging here.
to the wall! Infantry! Units! Infantry! Infantry!
I'm not sure if the towers fire archers or fire missiles. I assume they do.
Form up! General! Units! Units! Make haste!
So I'll not get too close to the walls, just in case these towers are firing. Okay, so actually I do want to stop there.
Siege tower! Hurry!
I don't want to land right in the middle of 2 units. That is not a good idea.
Hurry! Siege tower! Move! Move!
They're just going to move along the wall.
To the wall! Move up the tower!
Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's what I didn't want to happen. But unfortunately we only have 1 siege tower, so we are going to get sandwiched in the middle of 2 units here.
We're under attack!
Yeah, we're getting fired. So guys are now at the wall. Fortunately we're essentially flanked. Grandia would levy infantrymen first. Yeah, so these are going down fairly quickly. Once I've dealt with these, I can then send the unit around the walls to capture all the towers. Would have been a lot better to have the 2 siege towers in this one, because then I could have
Infantry, hurry!
I could have landed at multiple points instead of getting sandwiched in between 2 of their units.
Our warriors have driven the enemy from his own walls. The way to victory is open.
Yeah, let's go and help out this this unit here. And I'm just going to send this unit around all the towers.
General, units,
So then we'll be able to send in our generals through the front gate.
units, double time! Units, double time!
Hurry, move. Run. Run.
Okay, so we've taken the gate there, and you see the Danish flags.
Today. Run. Quickly. Move, move. Hurry.
Now I can attack these Norman spearmen from the other side. And our general should be able to get in the city now. So they've got 40 men left.
Infantry. Kill them. Slay them.
As now we are doing the sandwiching.
Midday.
Yep, that's the Norman men dealt with. So now we can bring our units down off the walls
Units, attack!
and bring our generals in here.
Units, run!
So the towers are now firing at their guys, their general.
Units, charge! Units, back in
Just blow the
position.
horn so our general stays back.
Units, make haste!
They are charging without orders. True to the unit card description.
Units,
So this is William of Normandy, the faction leader for England, King of England. Don't know where he is. There he is. With the English crest on his shield. William of Normandy. So I think I'll just fast forward this one now.
units, charge!
Don't envisage any problems.
Units, waiting for orders.
The enemy king is dead. Now
Orders complete.
we need fight.
That's William gone, and clear victory.
And the victory is
We lost about
yours.
30 troops, but not too bad. So London falls to the Vikings,
Fear us.
and we will exterminate. As far as I think we've got a decent amount of gold from exterminating. So London's pretty well built up. We can recruit some early mercenary knights here. They're still sieging Worcester. Oh, sorry, Winchester.
Orders?
So I can get there with the generals. So let's reduce the taxes first, and then let's head there with.
General!
I think I want to keep a general in London just so I can attack Canterbury next turn.
Yes, yes.
I'll move generals to there,
Yes, orders.
bring down these Viking warriors.
Lord? Yes, chief. Move out. Attack.
And attack. So the balance of power is about even. They didn't really have anything that great. Well, the Norman men-at-arms are decent. Okay, let's jump into this one.
Smell is the
Okay, so nice wide open battle map here, perfect for cavalry.
Units, run! Units! Units! Units, run!
New warriors have arrived on the field. Send them to kill the enemy.
Units, doubled!
Yeah, we're just going to send the guys in,
Units!
and I'm sure we can do the rest with the cav.
General! Hurry, move! Units! Units, stop! General! Units, form up! Units, move out! General! Units, form up!
Where are our reinforcements?
General!
No, they're still coming in.
Slot! Units, charge!
I'm just going to see if I can get any other archers here before they...
Units!
because they are quite far out from their line. Okay, yeah.
Units! Units, run! Units, double time!
Okay, well he's come after us with his general, so...
General! Move! Unit! General! Slaughter them!
And he's followed in with the archers. So assuming we can get their general here, we'll be in good shape.
Slay them. Charge.
Yeah, he's broken.
Units!
May as well
You
bring
have
in...
killed the enemy
that's the general gone, so
Now
that's
his
good.
men show fear.
The other
Now
guy's
they
too
may
far
turn
away.
and run. Attack! Attack!
Double time!
So now I need to try and flank these Norman men-at-arms
Attack!
with the other Viking unit and bring the cav round.
Units, charge! Units, double time! Units, charge!
Okay, so now we've got them surrounded. We should break fairly quickly. Yeah, that's them broken.
General! Butcher them!
So I'll just take the cav units and try and deal with the rest of their
General!
forces here.
Slay them! Butcher them!
These sergeant infantrymen are quick.
The enemy army runs. Now hunt them down.
Alright, we got most of them, not all.
Ready!
But
This is a great victory.
that'll do.
The cries of dying enemies.
Ambush in place. Fear us!
yeah, so most of the English settlements and forces are now dealt with. We just need to take Canterbury. I think that England still have another settlement on the mainland, on mainland Europe, but I'm not going to go across for that. The objective here is to take the British Isles.